Today we're here with a disturbing story, and what makes this horrific situation more disturbing is the fact that no one's really talking about it. You would think that the Me Too activists and the Protect Black Women activists would be all over this, but for some reason, they don't care about the protection of this Black woman. Shout out to subscriber of the channel, Tony Smith, who brought this to my attention. And I was thinking, where's the media? Where are the news outlets? Where's the 24/7 coverage on this? Where's the Twitter crowd and Instagram crowd and everyone who's supposed to be supporting Black women? Looks like TMZ broke this story in the wee hours of the morning on Wednesday. That's 5 whole days after the incident. Before we get into their article, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to make sure that you get updates when we post new content like this. NFL Chad Wheeler arrested after alleged fight with girlfriend, dislocated arm and bleeding. Seattle Seahawks offensive lineman Chad Wheeler was arrested over the weekend after he allegedly got into a physical fight with his girlfriend, and the allegations against the NFL player are disturbing. Wheeler, a 27-year-old who was a star at USC before his pro career began in 2017, was involved in an altercation with his girlfriend in Kent, Washington late Friday night, according to a police report obtained by the Seattle Times. I mean, right out the gate, we see how they try to suppress this. This happened Friday night, and we all know in normal situations like this, by the time everybody woke up on Saturday, the Shade Room, every Black outlet, every mainstream outlet, they would have already pushed this at the top of everybody's timeline. It literally took 5 whole days for any big media outlet to even touch it. The NFL already knew about this. They didn't say anything. Even the local media knew about this. Seattle didn't really touch on this until Tuesday. But let's move on. In the report, officers say they responded to a call that a woman had locked herself in a bathroom and called 911, claiming she was being killed following a fight with her boyfriend. The woman reportedly told cops that she was bleeding and had suffered a dislocated arm. When cops arrived, they said in the report they heard screaming coming from the residence. When they entered the home, they said they continued to hear screaming coming from the bathroom, where they say they found Wheeler standing next to the woman. Cops in the report say they were told the altercation began after the woman refused to bow to the NFL player. Cops say that's when Wheeler allegedly grabbed the woman, threw her on the bed, and choked her until she was unconscious. According to the report, when the woman regained consciousness, Wheeler said, "Wow, you're alive?" Cops say that's when the woman locked herself in the bathroom to call for help. FYI, in the report, officers say Wheeler is 6'7", 310 pounds. They say the woman is 5'9", 145 pounds. After reading that part, it's very clear that even this title of this article diminishes what this woman actually went through. This was not a fight. This was an attack and an attempt on this woman's life. Like, what? And the way they're talking about this in the media as if this was some type of wimpy girl fight. No, this story is horrific. 6'7", over 300 pounds, 5'9", 145 pounds. Like, really? And you know, ESPN and all of them, they all knew about this too. They have people that work closely with these teams and these players, and they know everything that goes on in these organizations. They didn't say a word for days and waited for TMZ to say something. Wheeler, who was described in the report as uncooperative with officers, was arrested and eventually booked on a domestic violence charge. And I bet they arrested him without a scratch. Jail records show Wheeler was booked at 1:19 a.m. on Saturday and released on 9:18 a.m. on Tuesday. The Seahawks released a statement on the incident on Monday night, saying, "We are aware of the situation and still gathering information." Wheeler went undrafted in 2017, but was signed by the New York Giants after the draft and went on to start 19 games for the team in 2017 and 2018. Wheeler was cut in 2019, but signed on to Seattle's practice squad for the 2019 season. He eventually found playing time with the Seahawks this past year, playing in 5 games. That's TMZ's initial report. So what do I think about all of this? Let's just walk through it. We have this Chad here, literally 27 years old, young man under 30 years old, from Santa Monica, California, 318 pounds, 6'7" in height, got mad at his black girlfriend because he told her to bow down and she didn't do it. She said it was out of the blue, and so he went crazy and tried to take her out of here. I do not believe that was his first time asking her to bow down to him. He's done that before, exercising his supremacy over her. So I can see how people are asking for him to be charged with a hate crime. We also have a racial component here as well. And a lot of times you have these interracial couples that like to play these little roles and have these little fetishes as it relates to masters and slaves and stuff like that. I do not understand why black people get themselves mixed up into stuff like that. It's totally not a good look, but I do understand there's a population of black people who got a lot of self-hate. They don't like themselves, they don't like other black people, and this is why they stump so hard to somehow find a savior in the face of an oppressor. It's black women like that, and it's black men like that as well. Where I think black people in general go wrong, women and men, is giving the swirlers in our community so much attention for doing it. The truth of the matter is, most black men and black women date within their race. That's the same for other races as well. Most people date within their own race. So we're very much still intact as it relates to the desire for us to want each other. I just think that those that are invested in the community, they should stick with the community, and the ones who are not, let them be. Let them go in their own space. I do not think that we should be congregating for any reason. It's really a waste of time and energy, and it's useless. I believe that every race needs to stick with their own race. But for the people who obviously don't want to, let them be and stay over there. There's no need for them to be coming amongst us, starting arguments and debates and stuff. It's just stupid. But it's funny how Chad has been protected by the media. He's been protected by social media. But even in the beginning, they tried to hide the details. This was a black woman. And this Chad, this is not his first time being in a DV situation. He had a situation before when he was with a girl and her child, and he started going crazy, punching walls, throwing furniture, doing stuff like that. And I believe that happened around his senior year at USC. And it certainly had an impact on him going into the league. He got set back a little, but he was able to prove himself, get picked by a team, only to be displaying the same dusty behavior with the Seahawks. Nobody cares what he did to this woman. Look at what he did to this woman. He tried to take her life. He couldn't believe she was still alive after she woke up for the second time after being choked out twice. Bashed her head, choked her, broke her arm, knocked her unconscious twice. And they're up here saying, oh, he got into a fight with his girlfriend. Now, you guys know that's not a fight. This Dusty right here knew that nothing would happen to him. Yeah, he got locked up, but he bailed out. He got charged with some small crime. He's not going to really pay the consequences for this because they're already running around talking about mental health as an excuse. But what about the mental health of this black woman who nobody even cares about, including other black women, because nobody's stumping for her nowhere. In fact, it's black men that I've seen saying the most about it. I've seen people on the sports shows taking up for this woman, and black men asking that this Dusty receives the same consequences as anybody else who would do this that's not his color. But hey, I digress. Let me know what you think below about this in the comments. If you like this channel and want to support, hit the Cash App. The link is below in the description. Ladies, fellas, if you're looking for something different, you want to hear things from a female perspective, you know you got to subscribe to this channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and share.